I'm Mia. I'm 27 and the oldest in my family. Growing up, it was no secret that my younger brother Jake was the golden boy. He could do no wrong. Honestly, I didn't mind much. It never really mattered to me. Until now. 5 years ago, my granddad passed away. He left me a trust fund. It wasn't a jackpot, but enough to change my life. The catch? I can't access it until I turn 30, and only for specific things like buying a house or starting my business. Fast forward to earlier this year. Jake got engaged to his girlfriend, Emma. She comes from a well-off family, super polished, the life of the party. I liked her. For a while. It started at a family dinner. Out of nowhere, Emma brought up my trust fund.
Mia, what are you planning to do with all that money when you can finally access it?
Maybe buying an apartment or starting my business?
Wow, that's so lucky. Jake and I could really use some help with the wedding, or maybe even a down payment on a house.
I laughed, thinking it was a joke, but she just kept staring at me, waiting for me to agree. My parents jumped in and said the money was mine, and that seemed to end it for the night. But it didn't end. Over the next few weeks, Emma would find a way to bring it up again, her comments getting more pointed.
It's so amazing you have that kind of opportunity, Mia. It's just so rare to see someone in a position to really help their family.
I mean, it's not like you're using the money right now. I get why Emma's bringing it up.
Emma just wants to feel like part of the family. She's not trying to be pushy.
At another dinner, she pulled me aside. This time, she wasn't subtle.
Mia, I really think you should reconsider. Helping Jake and me would be such a meaningful way to show your support. Don't you think it's kind of selfish to hold on to it when you're not even using it?
The money isn't available yet, Emma, and I have my own plans for it.
I guess I misunderstood what kind of person you are.
She's just stressed with the wedding, but she's not wrong, though. It wouldn't hurt to think about it.
It was the feeling that my family wasn't on my side. They seemed more interested in keeping the peace than standing up for me. This wasn't going away. After Emma called me selfish, things got worse. At one family event, she cornered me again.
Mia, I've been thinking. What if you just gave us a portion of the trust fund as a wedding gift? Just enough to help with the down payment for a house.
A wedding gift? The entitlement was unreal. I told her no, again.
I thought you cared about your family. It's not like you need the money right now.
What made it worse was how my parents reacted when I told them.
Jake has always had it a little harder than you financially.
I'm not saying you should do it, Mia, but maybe just think about it. Sometimes keeping the peace is more important than being right.
Keeping the peace? I was starting to realize this wasn't just about Emma anymore. My parents were enabling her. The final blow came when they invited me for lunch, but it was a trap.
Mia, we've been thinking. What if you gave us half of the trust fund? That way, you'd still have plenty left, and we could start our life without all the stress.
Half. She actually said half. I left the lunch feeling completely drained. A few days later, my parents called me over for a family meeting.
Mia, maybe it's time to consider giving them a portion of the trust. It doesn't have to be half, but something to show your support.
No. Since then, things have only gotten worse. I'm getting calls from aunts, uncles, cousins, all telling me I'm being selfish. I feel like I'm losing my mind. After weeks of being cornered and guilt-tripped, I finally decided to take a stand. The breaking point came when my cousin, Laura, called.
Mia, you need to know. Emma's been going around at family gatherings spreading rumors, saying you prioritize money over your own brother. Worse, she's been asking other relatives for details about your financial situation. That was it. I decided it was time to consult a lawyer. She told me what Emma was doing could be considered harassment and advised me to document everything. I spent
days going through my phone, saving every message. It felt weird, like building a case against my own family. Meanwhile, Emma wasn't slowing down. She started posting vague updates on social media about selfish relatives. Horrified, then she crossed a line. One of my coworkers told me someone had called our HR department pretending to be a family member, wanting to know my salary. I had no proof it was Emma, but who else could it be? That night, I called my lawyer again. It was time to send a cease and desist letter. I felt sick sending it, but Emma wasn't giving me a choice.
What the hell, Mia? You sent a legal letter to my fiancé? Do you know how embarrassing this is for us?
I had no choice, Jake. Emma has been harassing me for weeks. She's crossed so many lines.
You're overreacting. She's just trying to make you see her side.
If it's really about family, then why is Emma going behind my back, spreading lies, and trying to dig into my finances? That's not what family does.
You didn't need to make this a legal matter, Mia. You could have just talked to us.
I reminded her that I did talk to them multiple times, and they did nothing. Right now, I'm focusing on protecting myself. I just wish my family could see how much this is hurting me. A few days later, everything blew up. Jake accidentally sent a group text meant only for Emma to a family chat that included me and our parents.
I found the messages you sent to your friends about Mia and the trust fund. Are you serious? You've been bragging about securing the bag this whole time?
One message from Emma read, "Don't worry, Robert and Anna will push Mia into giving me the money. She's too soft to hold out forever." Another showed Emma mocking me. "Mia is so focused on her little business dreams. This money should have been split between the family from the start."
I can't believe you've been manipulating everyone, including me, just to get your hands on money that isn't yours. This stops now. Oh no, this wasn't supposed to go here. I'm so sorry.
The group chat exploded.
Emma, what is this? Is this true?
Emma, you told us you were trying to work things out peacefully. Were you lying to us this whole time?
These are being taken completely out of context. I was venting. You've all misunderstood.
But no one seemed to buy it. Not this time. Later that evening, Jake called me, his voice shaky.
Mia, I'm so sorry. I found those messages on her phone by accident. I couldn't believe it. I let her manipulate me. I thought she was just pushing for what was best for us, but now I see how far she's taken it.
Jake, I've been trying to tell you this for months. I appreciate the apology, but fixing this is going to take more than words. The fallout was immediate. The relatives who had been criticizing me started to change their tune. But Emma wasn't done. She tried to save face, calling people, spinning new stories. By then, though, most of the family wasn't buying it.
I've ended things with Emma. I couldn't stay with someone who would treat my family like that.
It didn't erase the months of hurt, but it was a start. As for Emma, she didn't go quietly.
"I overheard Emma at a family event complaining that this whole thing is your fault. If you'd just done the right thing, none of this would have happened."
But I heard through the grapevine that her wedding plans were falling apart. The high-end venue was canceled, the dream dress returned. She couldn't afford any of it. Eventually, she disappeared from social media entirely. My parents, shaken by everything, started reaching out.
I'm sorry, Mia. I should have believed you sooner.
It wasn't perfect, and it didn't fix everything overnight, but it was a start. Jake began therapy. Rebuilding trust will take time, but we're moving in the right direction. This whole ordeal taught me the importance of setting boundaries. For the first time in a long time, I feel at peace. I'm finally free to focus on the future I've built for myself.